So, Geoff, a big can of worms in the lighting controls world today, and probably for the last several years, is DMX. What the heck is DMX?
Well, DMX is not a rapper. I mean, well, he is, but that's not what we're talking about. DMX controls, honestly, it comes from theatrical applications. Stands for digital multiplex. Not that that's super important, but that's kind of where the DMX name comes from. And originally, DMX was just used as a way to communicate between theatrical lighting boards and dimmer racks that were in the back of the house to control all the different theatrical lighting loads that
So,
are out
so,
there.
so what the heck is it doing in our architectural world today?
Oh man, uh, that's a good question. Really, what happened was you had DMX being used in theaters, and then it was being used to control smart fixtures like moving head fixtures, LED color changing fixtures, uh, and then it got because of color changing fixtures and theatrical kind of started coming into the architectural world. And we started seeing color changing LED fixtures being specified in commercial office buildings, restaurants, any place where you kind of wanted to have some uh, effect over like mood and setting a scene and so forth. And it became kind of this go-to because it was uh, a control language that existed and could be used in these other applications.
I think the term that it just like that I really love and hate that kind of came out of that combination of the architectural and the theatrical world was architainment.
Architainment, yeah.
Casinos probably being one of the best examples of places where we have our architectural lighting, but we have the flash of the color changing fixtures, etc., using that DMX
Yeah.
protocol.
Yeah, and the thing about DMX is that it's kind of universal. It doesn't belong to any one manufacturer, and so you can use that as a common language between anyone's control system and anyone's fixtures. Now, that's a little bit of a can of worms because that's not always the case, but for the most part, that's kind of the idea behind using DMX as this control protocol between controller and fixture.
What are some of the pitfalls of DMX as much as it's an open
Right.
protocol and a very strong digital protocol? What are some of the pitfalls of DMX?
Well, really, one of the biggest pitfalls is wire type. Like, not like a contractor not using the right wire type because maybe it wasn't specified on the drawings, or maybe the fixture manufacturer doesn't specify what wire type to use for DMX. But you have to have the right wire type, and you have to daisy chain it. You can't control more than 32 devices off of one DMX daisy chain either. And daisy chain, maybe you want to explain what I mean by daisy chain for those that don't understand that term.
In different wiring configurations, folks, daisy chain would mean going from one device to another device. Alternatives to a daisy chain would be a star configuration or topology free, where any device can go to another device. So that is one of the limitations of DMX, that you have to go from device to device to device. Another key factor is that you have to put that terminator at the end of that DMX run to make sure that you've got a good signal.
Yep, we see that a lot where there's not a DMX terminator put in at the end of the DMX run, and then you get some flickering with the lights, or the lights don't quite act the way that you think they're going to, and then you get the call that the system is broken and something's not working, and really all it is putting that terminator at the end of that resistor at the end of the DMX line like it's supposed to be.
A very powerful protocol, but absolutely you need to follow those rules to try to make sure that it runs the way that you want it to.
And the best way to follow those rules is to get in touch with people like Todd and I, or your local rep who's the product you're specifying, to make sure that you understand how to use their product, how to specify it, what details need to be there. So click on the links below, add a comment, be in touch with us. Geoff Wold from Davis and Todd Reemtsma.